My name is John and welcome back. Last year I made a video about the Stihl Yard boss versus the Mantis tiller cultivator, and I said the Mantis is a far superior tiller. If you just want to buy a dedicated tiller for doing raised garden beds, small gardens, this is an excellent choice. The Yard boss, because the engine is not directly over top of the tiller tines, doesn't till in as quick as the Mantis. It still tills in, don't get me wrong, but just not nearly as fast. If you're planning on buying the Yard boss, you can run multiple attachments. You can put a trimmer head on here, a broom and a brush, a couple other different attachments. But as a dedicated tiller, the Mantis tiller cultivator, no matter what, is the better tiller for tilling directly into the ground, hard ground, soft ground. This tills in much quicker. But multiple people commented that the Yard boss, you can buy Bolo tines. So that's what I did here. I spent the $70. I haven't tried them out. I'm gonna attach them to the Yard boss and just see if it tills in any better than with the regular tiller tines it comes with. But that being said, I've never tried this before. They're still in the box. I'm gonna try out here in the garden, first with the regular tiller tines on here, running both the Mantis and the Yard boss, and then I'm gonna put the Bolo tines on here and see if it tills in any quicker or makes any difference whatsoever. So if this video helps you in any way, please consider subscribing, and thanks for watching. So I'm gonna set the wheel kit all the way up so it's not touching the ground, and we'll see how quick the Yard boss tills in the ground with this standard tines. I don't know if you can see real well, but the tiller just really doesn't want to dig in. Just sits right here, gets caught on basically the differential that powers the tiller and just hangs up. You really have to tip it up like this for it to dig in. So let me show you the Mantis. So you can see the Mantis tiller tills in much quicker, and once it's down, you can just start ripping through. The Yard boss starts and then hangs up, and then you really have to start working the handles to get the dig in. It's a night and day difference between the Mantis and the Yard boss. If you're gonna buy the Bolo tines from your Stihl dealer, this is how they're gonna arrive in this packaging. You have a set of instructions. I'm gonna drop one right on the ground. The set of Bolo tines does not come with any hardware other than the tiller tine, so no cotter pin or linch pin or anything like that. To replace the tines on the Yard boss, very simple. You just pull this one pin, and the tines just slide off. They may be a little tricky at first because these have been on here for a long time, so you really have to work them off or take a mallet and just tap them off. First one off, and the tiller tines are not identical. One's for the inside, one's for the outside. What's great about the Yard boss over the Mantis, the tiller actually has these anti-wrap cups on here. With the Mantis, you constantly have debris wrapped up around the differential section. With this little cup keeps them out of there. And now just put your pin back in. Now let's see which one works better now. I'm gonna go with the Mantis first. The Mantis, as you can see, tills in really quick with very little input on my part. I can tell you right now, that was a waste of $70 for the Bolo tines on the Yard Boss. No change whatsoever. Didn't till in nearly as well as the Mantis, and I didn't get even a chance to drag it backwards because it's not tilling in. I'll still have to tip it forward, allow it to dig down, and then pull it back. This is a little ridiculous, but I'm not going to spend $70 for a weight kit for the Yard Boss, so I strapped on a 20-pound stepping stone. Let's see if it makes any difference with the Bolo tines. So as you can see, the Yard Boss with the weight on it works amazing. Chews in so fast, just like the Mantis, but with all the weight on the front, it's really a handful though. There's so much weight now on the handles, it just makes it a little uncomfortable to use. So here's the Yard Boss without the weight on it. And also I have the wheel kit strapped up out of the way. Without the weight on it, it doesn't do much. Here's the Mantis in a fresh area, just like I used the Yard Boss when I first dug in. This is the same conditions, same greenery, same dirt, same everything. As you can see, the Mantis tilled right in without any trouble, tilled right down to the guard, just that quick. So the main purpose of this video today was to find out if the Bolo tines increase the tilling speed of the Yard Boss, and they do not. To make the Yard Boss more effective as a dedicated tiller is to add the weight kit to it. I don't know how much a weight kit weighs. That stepping stone I had weighed 20 pounds. It really allowed the Yard Boss to till in much faster and be much more effective than the standard unit. But it did put a lot more weight on the handles and made it more of a handful to use than the standard Yard Boss. The Yard Boss is a beautiful machine, all aluminum construction, really nice to look at. Ergonomics are very nice, folding handles, everything works great on it. But as a dedicated tiller, without the weight kit, it's a second-class machine compared to the Mantis. So if this video has helped you in any way, please consider subscribing, and thanks for watching.